Good morning, Newport. As winter comes to a close, boaters are returning to the bay to enjoy our great harbor. Well, except for this guy.
Got it!
Looks like someone played a little too much Grand Theft Auto as a kid. Recently, City Council has been making progress to address some slightly unsuitable mercury levels in the bay. No, we can't call it toxic. I said unsuitable. Like bringing your friends from Riverside to your local yacht club. Can they at least throw on a Ren Spooner? For those of us who grew up here in Newport, we all know what happens if you go into the bay water.
Come on in, Billy. The water's fine. Grandma, the bay is not fine. It has unsuitable material in the sand and it needs to be dredged. Oh, just a wee bit of mercury. Grandma, if you stay in the bay too long, you're gonna grow a third eye. Ugh, where do you get these silly ideas from, Billy? I watch Good Morning Newport on Instagram. The Instagram will rot your brain, Billy. Plus, your grandma could use a third eye to check out those sexy Newport Beach lifeguards. Ew, Grandma, that's gross. Oh, I can see much better now. Ooh, a lifeguard.
In reality, we have some mercury in our bay sediment unsuitable for ocean dumping, dictated by the EPA, who says that we need to find an alternative disposal method for the mercury. Don't worry, there's a plan to take care of it, championed by our City Public Works Manager, Chris Miller. He's personally been working on solving this issue for over a decade, and along with city staff and city council, has been lobbying the big coats in Washington to help pay for it. The current plan is relatively simple. We dredge the bottom of the bay, collecting 3 to 5 feet of the sand surface. Then, we dig a hole 46 feet below the bay and bury the substances inside. The hole is dug so carefully that even the worms living in the bottom of the bay aren't affected. Legally, the worms can't be harmed in order for the Coastal Commission to approve this plan, which they have done for other cities. I know we'll all sleep better at night knowing that the worms are okay. On top of all this, the city has even received a commitment of $13 million from the federal government to help pay for this specific plan. That's a nice chunk of change for the city, and we'll lose it if we don't continue progress on this current project. Currently, the plan was approved by City Council with the whole location to be dug off the east end of Lido Island at the Anchorage site, and some residents are not happy with this. In fact, one wealthy resident went as far as to say he would pay for a new plan to find a different solution, one where the unsuitable material gets buried in the castaways instead. So far, our city was left to cover the bill of the new plan and was left with one very awkward IOU. City Council is currently moving forward with the original plan while also reviewing the alternative plan. But according to our sources, it's too late to change the burial site if we want to keep our federal funding secured. I'm hoping we get this mercury buried halfway to China and move on before any more of us grow a third limb. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Oh, Good Morning Newport tip line's ringing. Hello, Good Morning Newport. Yes, I accept the collect call. Ah, it's the guy who stole the boat in the harbor. Hi. Well, sir, I give you an A for confidence and an F for execution. And may I recommend just one bit of advice? Maybe learn to drive a boat before your next boat heist. Like I said, that's all the time we have for today. This is Alex Crawford saying from the back bay to the wedge, from Newport Coast to the river jetties, good morning, Newport.